Hello friends, welcome to Suresh Aggarwal's Mathematics Shortcuts. Yet another video very important for the school students and also for various competitive exams. The concept of parallel lines and transversal. You must be knowing that a line which intersects two parallel lines, like these two are parallel lines and there is a line which intersects the parallel lines. This is called a transversal. And the transversal forms 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 angles. Out of these 8 angles, we name the angles as corresponding angles, alternate interior angles, consecutive interior angles. So there are specific properties related to parallel lines and transversal. So let's study some questions based on the properties of parallel lines and transversal. Let's see the questions in hand now. You see this figure here, L and M, they are parallel lines, N and P, they are parallel lines. One of the angles is given as 60 degree and you have to find the unknown angles X and Y. Now for solving this question, first of all we have to assume this angle as say small a. Now if you observe carefully, these two lines N and P are parallel and they are intersected by this transversal. So 60 and A, they form a pair of corresponding angles. And whenever two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the corresponding angles are always equal. And therefore, the value of A will be 60 degree. They are going to be equal. Now come to this pair of parallel lines L and M intersected by this transversal. So we have A and X. They are also corresponding angles. And therefore, X will be equal to A, and since A is 60 degree, X will also be 60 degree. So we found out X now. These two angles X and Y, they are between these two parallel lines and on the right side of the transversal. So X and Y are called co-interior or consecutive interior angles. What is the property? X and Y always add up to 180 degree. They are consecutive interior angles. Now since we know the value of X, we can put the value of X here and you will get the value of Y from here, which is 180 minus 60, 120 degree. So very basic properties of parallel lines and transversals, and you get to the correct answer. Let's see the another question here. We have one known angle and four unknown angles. So pair of parallel lines is already given. L and M are parallel, N and P are parallel. If you observe this angle W and this angle 105, they are corresponding angles, and therefore W will automatically be equal to 105 degree. They are corresponding angles. I am not writing the reasons here, just trying to make you understand that they are corresponding angles and so they will be equal. So W is 105. Now W and Y, they form a linear pair because they are on a straight line. So W and Y will add up to 180 degree because they form a linear pair. So since we know W, you can put the value here and you will get the value of Y. So the value of Y will be 180 minus 105, which is 75 degree. So we got another angle. This is 105 and this is 75. Now what about Y and Z? If you see these two parallel lines and this is the transversal, Y and Z are equal because they are corresponding angles. So the value of Z is equal to the value of Y, and therefore since Y was 75 degree, Z is also 75 degree. And what is the relationship between Z and X? This Z is on the right side of the transversal and X is on the left side of the transversal. They are called alternate interior angles, and whenever two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, the alternate interior angles are equal and therefore X will be equal to Z. They are alternate interior angles. Now Z is 75, therefore X is also 75 degree. So you can see we have found out the four unknown angles using the properties of transversals. Let's see some more questions here. You can see here in this figure AB and DC, they are given parallel and we have to find this unknown angle. So why these two lines are given parallel? Because he wants you to find this angle, the one between x and 57. So if you assume this as y, 62 and y, they are alternate interior angles. So y is going to be 62 degree because alternate interior angles are always equal. Now how do you find x? We will use the straight line property. Angles on a straight line, they always add up to 180 degree, and therefore the sum of x, y and 57, x plus y plus 57 will be 180 degree because it is the straight line property. They are angles on a straight line. So just plug in the value of y here. X plus 62 plus 57 will be equal to 180 degree, which gives us x plus, this is 119 equal to 180 degree, and so the value of x is 180 minus 119. You can subtract that, you will get 61 degree as the answer. So we get the value of x. Likewise in this question, these two lines L and M, they are given parallel and we have to find x knowing that this angle is 120 and this is 115. So similar to this, angles on a straight line, we will be drawing a line here like this, which is parallel to L and M both. So this is the construction you have to do in this particular question. Now, since this is 120, you can find this angle, and since this is 115, you can find this angle. Let's call this as A and this as B. So what is the relationship between 120 and A? They are co-interior angles, angles on the same side of the transversal. So 120 and A, they will add up to 180, and likewise on the other side 115 and B, they are also going to add up to 180 because they are also co-interior angles. So from here you get A is 180 minus 120, which is 60, and B is 180 minus 115, which is 65. So now you know A and B, and just like here we did the straight line property, here also we will do the same property. A plus x plus B, they are going to add up to 180 degree because they are angles on a straight line. A and B, they add up to 125. So A plus B is 125 plus x is equal to 180, and therefore the value of x is 180 minus 125, which is 55 degree, and that is the correct answer for this particular question. Easy, right? Lot of properties of lines and angles are used to crack such questions, so you need to be really sharp in knowing the properties. So friends, a very useful video, so you got to share it with your friends. Subscribing the channel is really important, along with clicking the bell shaped icon for getting all the notifications. Thanks for watching this video and all the best.